everyone, welcome to my channel Medley Medical. So if you're planning to study MBBS in abroad, this video is for you. I've been studying there from past 2 years and currently I'm going to my third year after my vacations. So I think I'm eligible to answer this question. And in today's video, I'm going to share the 10 things which I genuinely wish I had known before taking admission over there. So I'll basically be dividing this video into two parts. So first part is going to be about in India. So what I wish I had known before taking admission and what I had to do after taking the admission and basically like those things. And the second part would consist of what I had known after going to Russia. So without further delay, let's dive into the video. The first step which I known taking admission before taking admissions, known my university better. So most people, including myself, we come through an agency. We go to agent and he would suggest us some university and we would take that. That is the routine which has been following most of the students. And we don't know the university and we don't know how the clinical exposures are there in this university. So let me tell you one thing. So before even choosing a university, before even choosing a country which we have to, you should know the NMC aggregated colleges. So how can you find this NMC website or type FMG results or the, and there would be a first link I'll share with you. So the first link, click on it and you will get, if you scroll down, you will get a set of years. So choose that the recent year. So maybe the 2026 is not available, but 2025 is. So you can see the list of the colleges under what are countries that NMC aggregated colleges in abroad. So you can choose what this and research on that universities. And so I would say many people would blindly follow the agent decided colleges. But here is the thing, there is this universities, most of the university, they have their own entrance examinations which is conducted. So you can apply to the entrance exam. You can take it in online in India itself. So basically how I did it, you can take it through online. You can give the exam to the respective universities, and if you are getting good marks and you the one would get admissions in the university with a scholarship also. So and these are some tips I would follow. I would say if you don't know any process or how it is, and if you genuinely don't know about anything, I would suggest you to go to the agency itself, because there is a lot of process which happens. But I think it can be done by yourself also. So don't fall into the agent traps. Don't fall into the agent aggregated universities. Go with your university, whichever. And another thing I would tell you is keep abroad options at a last pace, because these countries don't have clinical exposures as they say, as they are promised by the agents. So make sure to research about the universities of the countries whichever you are taking admission. If I say example, like in my university in Russia, there is no clinical exposure of that much as you expected, because teaching with the cadaver for them is something they may teach with you with the cadavers, but they will not allow you to dissect the cadaver. So basically you can understand how the anatomy goes over there. So choose wisely, okay? And my second tip is talk to your seniors, who are whichever university you may get them in the social media or any YouTube, anyone. You will get everyone, okay? You can talk with them, you can message, DM them. So that's my second tip. And the third tip is, after you're getting admission everything is done, so you know your university and everything. And the third tip goes to the packing. So most of the student, the first time, uh, the international trip, you are choosing to the designated countries whichever you have taken admission. So we tend to overpack everything. Don't like buying jackets, shoes. The one simple thing is Indian jackets and shoes are not meant to be for the cold weathers, whichever country you're. So I can tell it to Russia, don't buy any jackets in India itself. You can carry the normal jackets whichever you wear. And you can go and buy it in Russia because Russian weathers are brutal, very, very brutal. So don't just waste your money on unnecessary things right now, because you can uh, buy all these things in Russia itself, because they get in very good quality, very reasonable price. I would suggest you don't buy such unnecessary things. And coming to the next tip is your packing. So in airlines, this is one of the major issue with the students. They overpack everything and everything goes above the weight which the airlines has mentioned. So how to know my luggage weight? So in your tickets, in your in your ticket, you can see the amount, the weight you can carry. So if it is a 25 kg, have your baggage in the 25 limit itself. Don't exceed the weights. Exceeding the luggage weight can bring you huge amount of fines, and it may cause you more panicness because you have to remove everything which is you cannot decide there. You have to remove whatever you feel it is overweight, which is causing overweightness to your. So you'll be entered into the state of panicness, which has occurred to me also when I first time I traveled to the Russia. My luggage issue was such a big thing, so I had to remove each and everything which I had felt overweight. So I lost many valuable things that time. So don't be so just be careful about this. Okay, knowing the step is the documentation. Carry your passports. You would receive whenever you are passing through the immigration section in your countries like in Russia or Georgia or wherever you get a small slip like this. It will be this much small, so don't throw it away. Don't be such a fool. Don't throw it away. Okay, next step is about a very important tip to learn to cook. At least learn some basic cooking if you're going to the abroad, because there is no one who's going to cook for you. And even if they say you're in a mess, you cannot always eat in a mess. So learn some basic cooking which will be helpful for you itself. So don't neglect it's not for me. There is someone to cook. No, it's not gonna happen. So please, please, please learn some basic cooking, and this can even save your lots of money in abroad. So you cannot you don't need to rely on the fast foods each and every time. So learn some basic cooking. Important tip is learning Russian, basic Russian, or basic like whatever languages in which country you are going, like for Georgia, Philippines, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbek, many countries. So learn in such, if you are getting admission in such countries, you would require a language. There would be a language class for you each and every day. Example, if my course is of 6 years and up until third year, there will be a language class for you each and every day. So before going there, learn some basic Russian, if I say. Like if you have A, B, C in English, and you would be a B, V in Russian. So same it goes. So learn some basic alphabet numbers, like how to say hello, how to say bye, or like just good morning, just all the simple sentences. It will be very useful, and in a little bit of language doesn't hurt that much, right? So that's my advice. And the next step is clothing. So as I said earlier, don't overshop, don't overpack. Give priorities to your spices, because that is the gem over here. being earned. And there are very good clothing stores also here. You can get a very good clothes in Russia. So I would say pack less clothes, and you can buy it in Russia itself, clothes and everything. Give more priority with spices, because Indian spices are very rare. Which Indian spices, you may get Indian spices here, but it's very expensive compared to the Indian. So make sure to carry as much as spices here. And second part of our video, after going to the Russia. So one of the major thing after going to Russia is managing your budget. So budgeting is one of the main thing you should know in Russia. So you'll start to manage your finances. Living abroad will teach you how to manage your money. So tracking your expenses and avoid unnecessary spendings. It usually happens whenever you're in a new country. The first month, it just goes in unnecessary shoppings. So make sure to manage your budgets and everything. And my next tip is about the exam preparation. There are few people ask me when to start FMD preparation and how it is going to be, where and how. So I would say turn off all these comments. Most people would start the preparation at the first year, second year, third year, and even some at in their fourth or fifth year too. So it basically depends on a person when to start a preparation. But my suggestion is don't start until it's your third year. Have a clear pathway, because this is your life decision. After 6 years of your education in abroad, you must be very clear which pathway you have to follow. So there are my friends who were starting to prepare USML, Link Lab, AMC, and many other examinations. So I would suggest you to take yourself time up until third year or fourth year also. I don't see anything wrong in starting the preparation in fourth or third year or even fifth year also. So the main thing is take yourself a bit time and choose wisely which pathway you have to follow and start preparing for it. I'm not saying don't give FMG. I'm not saying don't go to the USMLE, but take yourself a time and have a clear decision and have a confident decision where you have to go and which pathway you have to choose. So this is a very important thing in your entire MBBS career in abroad. So make sure you follow the correct pathway, take yourself time and choose it. So enjoy the journey. Studying abroad isn't always easy, but it helped you grow as a person. You'll become more independent, confident, and adaptable to whatever the situation life throws further. Okay, I hope this video helped you. If you're planning MBBS in abroad, leave your questions in comments. So don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.